guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty tutorials regarding makeup, skincare, acne positivity, and just making you feel good in your own skin. And first off, happy new year, happy 2025. I cannot believe that 2025 has come so fast, but good riddance 2024. That was one crazy year. So many highs and lows. I opened up a bit more about it on my Instagram, but very, very grateful for all the lessons learned in 2024, but it definitely wasn't an easy year. But here we are. Here's to a fresh start. And I wanted to start off the year with a little bit of, recognition to 2024 and some of the best products that I discovered and used quite literally on a daily basis. So today we're doing a full face of makeup using all my favorite makeup from 2024. Now, this is different from any other favorites here I've done in the past because my job is literally to review beauty products every single day. So sometimes I really fall in love with a product, but I don't actually use it that often because I'm testing out new products every single day. This year though, I traveled for about half the year of 2024. If you guys don't know, I spent the full month of September traveling all over Europe with just a small suitcase. Therefore, I was very limited on the beauty products I could bring and had to really narrow it down to my favorites. On top of that, I did 4 trips in the start of 2024, and then for the last 4 months of 2024, I was studying abroad in Vienna, which I still am in Vienna right now. So I had to be very, very mindful with the beauty products I was packing, and I really was using my favorite products every single day. So I fell in love with a lot of products, got to know them really well inside and out, and especially with how to work with them on acne prone and textured skin like mine. So I'm giving you the ultimate soft glam look using some of the best products I discovered this year for more of a textured skin type, of course unfiltered edition, really raw and close up, and showing you how to apply it all and how to get this finished look, and talking about some of my favorites throughout the year. So without further ado, let's get right on into this full face of my 2024 favorites.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no.
Alright, starting off with skin prep, I went through 3 of these serums from You to the People. I just really like how this preps and hydrates my skin to plump it up before makeup. Getting that really glowy base underneath will really help. Then you can go in with moisturizer or sunscreen, but this has been my most consistent serum for the year, so I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Because in terms of like a traditional primer, I didn't have like a top favorite for the year. That was definitely it. Then we're gonna go into spot concealing. I became a huge fan of spot concealing this year using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is like the pot concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 1. You just take this on a little brush and take it right where you need to spot conceal, like so. You don't need a lot of product. I really got into like lighter weight foundations this year, so this was really nice for when I still want to do like full glam, but use a lighter foundation over top. And I could concentrate the coverage right where I wanted it rather than all over the face. So easy. Now the key here is to let that concealer dry down for a few minutes, so I'm going to do my eyebrows. I actually became obsessed with doing my eyebrows this past year, which is crazy because before I usually just like would brush them up. I would say towards the start of the year, I was really into just using like a colored brow gel that didn't hold them up too straight. And now towards the like last 6 months of the year, this is what I was doing a lot. So I was using the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I really like this. It's the perfect like consistency because I don't like something that's too creamy or too stiff. And the shade is perfect for me. I believe I use Jade Cool Cookie. Sometimes when I try to find like a darker brow pencil, it comes off too warm and brown, whereas this is the perfect more charcoal color, which actually matches my brow hairs. So I've been loving this pencil. And then I grab a little spoolie. I just get these off Amazon and brush through it to make sure that the color is nicely blended and distributed. I accepted more this year that my brows are cousins, maybe sisters, and with a little bit of shaping, it does help to make them look more related. Then I take some of the same concealer and carve out the bottom. I'm not talking like a 2016 brow carve. This just helps to give a little bit of a cleaner look. like so. Now this was definitely my most used brow gel of the year, the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow. I loved this stuff so much. It doesn't get white or crusty in the brows, and it actually holds up for a long time. And I love the applicator shape because you can actually get super detailed with it, and you can kind of customize how slick you want the brows to be. Perfect. Bronzing drops were a huge hit this year, but the majority of the ones I tried did not look good on my textured skin. They just emphasized everything except for like maybe 2, and these ones from Makeup Revolution were some of my favorites that nobody talked about. I'm using the shade Light Medium. They have a nice tone to them. You can apply them right over that spot concealer if you let it dry down enough, or you can apply it before priming depending on the amount of coverage you want. But these give such a nice glow to the skin without really emphasizing that texture. I just love the formula of these. All right, this year I discovered an oldie but a goodie, actually like new to me, but I had never been like a avid user of this foundation, but it's quickly become one of my favorites for acne prone skin. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Care and Glow. Not to be confused with the black cap one. So there's the white cap one, which is more of the glowy one, and the black cap, which is more of like a natural matte wear. This right here, such an underrated foundation. No one talks about it. Safe for acne prone skin and looks beautiful on textured skin. Let me show you. Love the shade match of this as well. I use the shade 105W. Need too much product, but you can build it up a little bit. And then I have 2 favorite brushes of the year. The IT Cosmetics No. 7 brush has always been one of my go-tos because look at this foundation. Like, are you kidding me? And this brush blends it out so well. I traveled for about half the year of 2024, so having a brush that I could do like my full makeup routine was really important, and this was it right here for me, because I can do my foundation, my concealer, my contour, blush, literally all of it with one brush. And sometimes when you have textured skin, you want the products to lay out really nicely, and the tools you use do make a difference, and this one just works so well for me, getting that product really smoothed out. Going ahead and applying my makeup over top, and no pilling so far. I am absolutely obsessed with this. Now for my concealer, the Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer was the best one I tried this year. It's from the drugstore. It's affordable. I'm almost out of it, but this, I have not tried a concealer that looks so smooth and blurring on my textured skin. Gives me like that good medium to full buildable coverage. Lasts long, doesn't cake up. I love this stuff. Some other favorite brushes of the year were the BK Beauty brushes. I just discovered these and I'm obsessed. The 101 is an amazing foundation brush. The 109 is really great for concealer, but if I wasn't packing too many brushes, I was definitely able to do my concealer as well with the IT Cosmetics one. I just kind of want to show you everything that I really started loving this year. This concealer works so well for super glam makeup days. It works really well even on its own. Like, I'll do super faint spot concealing with this and it works really well. Just look how stunning that looks on the skin. I'm obsessed with this product. All right, time to contour and give some life back to the face. Rare Beauty Contour Stick, my #1 go-to. Look how much of this I used up this year. Like, this was my go-to product, and I still have like over half of this left, and I use this every single day. It's actually the only contour product that I moved across the world to Vienna with. You can either take it on a brush like this, and it works really well. It just melts right into the skin. Not too warm, the perfect like contour and bronzer mix in one. You can also just apply it straight to the face. It's so creamy, it blends out so easily. You can even use it under the foundation as kind of a cream bronzer like I did with the Makeup Revolution drops. It actually works really well that way too. A moisturizer. I'm obsessed with this stuff. A little on the nose. And as you can see, I'm using the exact same brush as I did for my concealer because it just works really well. Adding some of the Makeup Revolution bronzing drops to the neck. Look how easily these blend out. Any moisturizer. All right, blush. I have to say these Rogue blushes really took the internet by storm, and I was really obsessed with them actually when I was packing to move to Vienna. I was so conflicted on which one to bring with me, but I think this has to be my favorite shade, Sleepy Girl. And I know everyone really talks about Teddy, but I love a bit more of like a mauvey pink blush. I think it's so wearable all year round. Again, you can take this right onto the skin. These are also really easy to apply on bare skin. They don't emphasize my texture, and they just look really flattering and glowy on. They have like a really nice skin like glow to them, and they are pretty buildable at the same time. So whether you want to go for more of a glam look or keep it more light, you can totally choose. All right, the face is looking good. Time to set. This was probably one of the best discoveries I made this year, the Laura Mercier loose setting powder, but in the rose color. I am so obsessed with this. Just take a little powder puff, make sure it's like evenly coated, and then tap some into the palm of your hand just to make sure that we have an even coat there. And I always start in the center of the face. Watch this difference. Look at that. It like literally, it is so good at blurring, and it sets down my makeup really well without making me look like flat. It still gives the skin like a nice dynamic shift to it while making sure it's properly set down. So as I said, I start in the center of the face, and then I kind of go outwards, set the eyelid, the under eye, around the nose, and the smile lines. I went and saw Mufasa, the Lion King prequel, I guess it would be, last night with my brother, and I can't stop thinking about it. It was actually way better than I expected, and I love a good musical Disney movie. It gave like I don't want to give any spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it gave like such a good background on Mufasa, which obviously I expected, but it was a lot better than I thought. I actually really enjoyed it. I've been singing the music all day now. Okay, we are set. Time for eyeshadow. Now, a late discovery I made in 2024 was the Icy Nude by Huda Beauty. I will say this is probably one of the best nude eyeshadow palettes that got released this year. I use this so much. The shimmers are great, the mattes are great. Truly obsessed with this. But my personal most used palette, which has been for years, is probably the What's That Beauty Desert Monsoon palette. This stuff just works with any eye look you want to do. And this is the first palette I packed with me because I can do so much with it. I can do a colorful look, I can do a neutral look, a matte look, a shimmer look. It's so versatile. So I'm taking this taupe shade, which is literally like the perfect taupe shade, into the crease, fluffing it out. I never hear anyone talk about these eyeshadow palettes, and they're truly some of the best quality. They're made in Italy, super foiled. The mattes are really creamy and blendable. I just love like an easy to work with eyeshadow palette that still inspires me, and I can do like the most basic eye look with this, but then also play around with some of the colors. And they're very like wearable colors too. And then I'm gonna mix these two brown shades and start deepening up the outer corner with more of a flat brush. I literally only use a few brushes for my eyes. I use the Morphe M441 fluffy brush with that taupe shade. Then I went in with the MAC 217S, which is more of a flat fluffy brush to pack these deeper shades in the outer corner. Then I go in with the MAC 263. I'm gonna take that deep shade and create a little bit of a shadow wing. This helps really define the eyes. I'm gonna blend this out so that it's really smoky. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the NARS concealer and use this on the same small brush to do a soft cut crease. Honestly, I felt my 2016 makeup ways kind of creeping back in this year, but with like a more natural, glowy skin-like take on it. And even with the eyes, I kept it a little more soft and unstructured compared to 2016. Definitely brought back some of those key techniques. I'm going to take a little bit of the same loose setting powder to set down that inner corner part we just laid down. And for my most used shimmer eyeshadow of 2024 was actually Urban Decay Space Cowboy. Believe it or not, this is just such a good shimmer. I love how it can completely elevate an eye look by just adding such a nice hint of shimmer. It just looks so good. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take a MAC 219S brush, take it on that same taupe shade, and dust this on the lower lash line and connect it to the top. I'm going to go back in with the dark shade and define the inner corner. And last but not least, add some shimmer to the inner corner. Eyeshadow's done. Next step that I introduced in 2024 that I became obsessed with is curling my lashes. I would always just apply mascara and think, hey, I have long lashes, I don't need to curl them. Was I so wrong? This actually makes such a big difference. And I discovered my new favorite mascara, which is the YSL. This is in the black shade, but I do also use the brown mascara a lot too. Another one that I really liked in terms of brown mascaras was the MAC Stacked Lash, because for a brown mascara, it's more on the darker side, which actually looks good, because since I have such dark features, sometimes brown mascaras look a little bit too light. But this one right here does the perfect job of lengthening and volumizing my lashes, making me literally not touch falsies. Did I even use them once this year? I don't even think so. Like, look at that. Make sure to always get in on that lower lash line. Before we move on to the lips, I'm gonna give the face a spray down. Honestly, oldie buddy goodie, Urban Decay all-nighter. Some things are classics for a reason, and I used this a lot this year. Now moving on to the lip, I discovered the best way to overline small lips that actually it makes them look natural and not overlined. So you want to start off with a gray lip liner. I have been using a MAC Stone like crazy. Grab a sharpener. I've really been liking this one from Jones Road. It's really easy to travel with as well. And you're going to underline the bottom lip. Like, I'm literally going right underneath with this gray, and it's creating almost like a shadow. And then for the top lip, I'm not going to overline. I'm just going to line it and go right up to that white line because that's also part of your lip. I'm also not going to let this lip pimple ruin the vibe today. Follow the natural corners. Then probably my most used lip liner of the whole year was the Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Liner in Honey Rose. Look how tiny this became. I used like half of it this year because the color is absolutely perfect. And I'm almost going right over with this. It's like the perfect nude mauve color. It's not too warm of a pink because I don't like when lip liners are too warm. And then my most used gloss of the year was also from Lawless. This is in the shade Cherry Vanilla. This is the second one I've gotten of these, and when I go through a full lip product, it means a lot because I try so many out. But I love this shade because it has a bit of that red in there that complements so well with the gray tone that we set down, and it creates that contrast which will make the lips look super juicy. And it's literally the perfect gloss ever. It's not too sticky, but look how shiny it is. It's stunning. I'm literally obsessed with it. All right, and the last step to really finish off this look that I discovered this year would be the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I literally hit pan on this, which again, very rare, but I just take this and concentrate it right in the center of the face where I have more enlarged pores. This does such a good job at blurring, and you can use it kind of as a touch-up powder throughout the day as well. One last setting spray. And here is the final makeup look. I love this. It was so nice to use up all my favorite products, and I'm so excited to now get into 2025 and try out some new products because who knows what I'll fall in love with this year. That's the thing with makeup. I always love a bunch of products and then I like discover things that I love even more. But I feel like this year I fell back in love with soft glam looks while still finding techniques that work for my textured skin or my features, like my lip liner hack and all of that. But overall, I'm obsessed with this glam, I'm obsessed with these products, and I really wanted to share this before 2024 was too far away. So this is the finished look, but of course, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. So here is away from the ring light. We can see that texture kind of pop up a bit more. And then here is some bathroom lighting because I find that gives the most realistic look on how the makeup is actually sitting on the skin. So that is it for today's tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a lot of new content coming out, lots of vlogs focused on my whole travel abroad experiences. I'm kind of at a place with my channel where I'm like, do I stick to just posting beauty, but I also want to share like the other parts of my life. So let me know because there's going to be like a big mix of things on here. I also want to just get more in-depth combos going on my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi. So if you haven't checked that out, we're going to be posting every single Sunday at 7 a.m. MST on YouTube for the video version and Spotify, Apple, and any streaming platform for the audio version. Of course, focusing on breaking down the walls of beauty standards one flaw at a time along the way. And if you want to see more short form content from me, go check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I post daily on there. So there's definitely a lot that you don't want to miss out on. But that is it for this video. Happy New Year. And here is to a great year ahead. Let me know what products or what videos or ideas or anything you want me to talk about over on this page in 2025 down below in the comments. I love you all so, so much. Remember, tell yourself how you love about your skin today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out.